Hi, Kimber. This is Mike Marshev, and I wanted to just give you a progress report on where I am in the river cruising in a box project. I'm going to use this video here and see if I can get this information relayed over to you in a short 5 minutes to show you what I'm up to. Now, remember, the purpose of this is to get travel agents to, number one, be thinking about river cruising, and number two, to get an audience to deliver a presentation. So number one, they can introduce river cruising. Number two, position themselves as the go-to resource. And number three, grow their business accordingly, but using the river cruise as the uh, the um, the way to get in to speak to audiences in a lunch and learn session. So that's the theory. And if they go to page one, oh, incidentally, in my inner circle, a lot of folks have offered to beta test this. So once this is done to your satisfaction, and I say to your satisfaction because I'm salting in AMA Waterways here and there. It's made possible by AMA Waterways. So I want to just make sure that you approve it and that I'm not rubbing you the wrong way. So that's the theory there. And on page one, I have an introductory video which explains the program. And then we move on and we talk about the windows of opportunity. That's just a little graphic of the box itself, as you've seen this before. River cruising. And if you notice down on the bottom, we have the links: strategy, letters, handouts, presentation, questions, skills, cities, rivers, photos, videos, and quizzes. And the agents will be able to just go right down to this section. Let's go to letters, for example. And when they do that, they'll go over to another screen that has sales letters. And it'll explain the sales letter. I have a little Google example of how they can research associations and meetings in their territory. And then I have a link to the letter itself. Now this is the sales letter. Let's go take a look and see this here. They click on that, they go over to the sales letter. And by clicking off the sales letter, they go right back to the main screen. And notice I have it as a PDF, which is not editable. And also I've included it as a doc format where they can edit it. So there's the link there. Then I include the follow-up letter, again, PDF in a doc format, the future seed letter, which is the third letter, again with the doc and the PDF. So let's move over to the handout, and then there's a little screen explaining what they can leave behind after their presentation, and once again, a link over to a sample that they can edit or just use as a model. And this here is the program handout. Now, this part is not really complete yet because I'll need some help to decide what really is a good handout, what is a good leave behind. But I want them to leave something behind because that's their contact information. So let's see, presentation. If they go to the presentation, it'll go to the presentation sheet, and then they'll have up on Dropbox, I uploaded the presentation. Now, I won't show you that now, but if you click there, you'll go to Dropbox, and they'll be able to see the slides. Then they download the slides. There's a button to download the slides, but here's I see it's cut off in this particular presentation, but these are some graphic photos just to set up the presentation. And then I took a video of yours off of YouTube to include at the end of this little slide presentation. Let's take a scenic trip down the river, and then it opens up to an 8-minute video that I took that I'll show you, or I'll let you download that and you can watch the whole thing in its entirety. I'm not sure that that's the video that you want to be presented, but it is yours. It is off of YouTube, and that's all I can say about that at this moment in time. But that's the presentation. Now the questions, I want them to be loaded for questions. So there's going to be a section on questions and answers. And then they have a downloadable file which has the questions and answers. And here is a list of 1,000, well, not 1,000, but many, many questions that could be asked after their presentation along with the answers, so they can get qualified by studying that sheet. Skills. Now what I have skills here is kind of a training skills section, and what I have done is I've talked about research, eye contact, follow-up, enthusiasm, persistence, speed, and motivation. And what I'll do there is this link will go to a video of me on YouTube. So these are 1 minute, 2 minute video stings on the different selling skills that I thought would be of interest to the folks. The section on cities, I didn't go into great detail here, but I did list the cities that the choices, the cities that we touch on, the countries that we touch on, the land options. This perhaps needs to be embellished a little bit, as does the river section. However, what I told them was that you could go to a Google search and get all the information you need. I Googled Danube River and I got this particular little box which shows the length, the source, the mouth, the countries it touches, the bridges. So they can Google some of this information themselves if they want, rather than us just duplicate what Google already has done for us. Then in the photo section, I think somehow I want to have a area where they can go to so they can copy and paste photos to either make their own postcards to sell the idea or what have you. So this needs some work, as you can see. Uh, the videos, I don't think I've completed that yet also, but this would just be a list of all of my videos, kind of like the selling skills videos and the explanation videos, but everything would just be in this particular library. And then, of course, at the last section would be the review quiz, and this would be that Jeopardy game I talked to you about. And in this particular case, there's 20 questions on rivers, countries, cities, and ships. Quiz 1 and Quiz 2. These aren't live yet, but I'll also need some help on what information you feel the agents should know. So that's where we are right now. We go back to strategy, and this would be the number 1 sheet that would start here. It's an explanation of the program. And again, it's to help them feel comfortable with river cruising. AMA Waterways is the one who supported this effort. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about helping agents become more successful, and we're doing everything we can. So that is where I stand now. Maybe you can get back to me at 561-243-9870. We can discuss any problems you have. All of this is changeable. All of it is editable. This is my first toss at it. We can change it. We can fix it. I want to make this so you're happy with it, so the agents can use it, and we move on. So there we are, Kimber. My cell phone's 848-702-1009. Email mike@mikemarshev.com, and I look forward to speaking to you next time we talk.